What's up, boys and girls? So I'm going to try to shoot this in two parts. Got a Bobcat hose leaking on my Bobcat T650. It's this hose right here. You can see it's leaking inside the shroud. This hose goes all the way through the boom. So it goes, if I get my camera over there, goes in through that hole, up through the boom, and comes out in the back there where you see those hoses coming out. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to replace this. I got to go get a hose made up and replace it. And see your junction back here. And I've seen some videos on this, and they are they're all actually pretty funny. When they try to snake it back through, there's all some stupid well, you got to go from the bottom up or from the top down or whatever. I'm going to pull a rope through it. If you go and get the hose from Bobcat, I think you can just actually, let me look at the fitting. Oh, no, you can't. So a lot of people say that if you get the hose from Bobcat, you can just attach the hose to the hose and pull it through. You can't. That's female. It looks like it's female on both ends to me. Let's go double check. But I'm going to pull a rope through it and go get the hose made up. Yeah, it's female on both ends. That's the fitting right there. So you can't just screw the hose to the other hose and pull the hose through. What we got to do is we have to take off that clamp right there. We're going to pull on it, and we have to clip that zip tie. We're going to pull on it a couple of times, watch up there to see which hose moves. But I can tell you that what Bobcat has done, if you look at the size of that fitting and the size of that fitting are different. And then the other hoses that come through here go over here, and the fittings are much larger. I can't see through the viewfinder, but these are much larger. If you go back here, and I think Bobcat did this on purpose, you got all different size couplers here. And it just so works out that this one is like 18 millimeter and the front one's like 18 millimeter. And what would that cross over to? So just less than 3/4. So it's bigger than 5/8. That would be, I don't know, 11/16. So this one and the front one are the same. And then it looks like, without trying to wrench on it, that this one and the Bobcat on the other side are the same. And these two are much bigger, but they're different. So it looks like Bobcat's identified them by changing the size of the fittings. And I've never seen anyone say that. So we're going to find out if that's true. And we're going to pull a line. If you are, oh, look at that. Look at that. Got a zip tie lying right on the ground right here. Oh, hell yeah. Like I said, it's going to be two parts, but you really only need to watch the first part. Let's be honest. I'm going to take it off, pull it through with a rope. And when I come back from Napa getting a hose made up, I'm going to pull it back through and hook it back up. So no big deal. Let's go ahead and get ourselves ready here. Get you guys a view over here. I think I kind of got all my tools pulled. Just going to try and cover my hands so I don't stink like hydraulic fluid the rest of the day. I'm going to crack the top. Actually, what we're going to do first is we're going to crack that hose keeper loose down the bottom down here. And then there's a hose keeper up top on the other end. We're going to take those off first. And then we're going to crack the top fitting on the hose. All right, so let's go through order of operations here. And if you're not here to learn, then just friggin' sign off. I'm going to take off that hose keeper. God, I got my sunglasses on, so it's hard for me to see. That hose keeper right there, we're going to take that off first. And then up in here, you see that hose keeper right there. We're going to take that off. And then we're going to crack the fitting on the top up here and take that off first, so that it doesn't siphon the tank down, because this is lower than the tank and that is higher than the tank. So if I crack that one first, all we're going to lose is the hydraulic fluid in the hose. That'll go right into that, and it's not very much. So let's go ahead and get out of here. So just going to pause you guys 1 second while I grab the right stuff. All right, so this is these are both 14 millimeter here. Just crack one on the back here. I did spray some PB Blaster on them. And this thing's going to mess with me, right? At least you get to see it in real time. Come on. So with them being so tight on 14, I think they're 9/16. Drop everything and I'm gonna grab a 9/16. Drop everything on the ground. Wow. We'll just put these up in here, right here. Little trick to, Jesus, there's nothing that's flat here either to put stuff on. Just throw this thing in reverse and should be able just to back it out of here. Let me get this hose clamp off. I'm going to cut this zip tie down here. It's a bad design the way this is angled. It was just a matter of time before it was going to break. And I'm just going to see. I'm going to show you this. I want you guys to watch up in the top up there. You can be able to see through the hole. I'm going to just yank on it real quick. I know that I haven't taken that keeper off up there, but so I can see the one that's moving. Is this one right here. And that is the one with the same size fitting on it. So that kind of confirms the fact that when you see people trying to figure out which hose this is, the fittings are the same. The fittings are the same top and bottom. So it is the right one. I'm just going to climb up in there. You guys will be able to watch from here. I'm going to take that keeper off there. And then we'll double check, but I'm sure it's the right one. I did put some PB Blaster on these too. Kind of weird, this bolt was pulled all the way out. I don't think that's going to go back in. Somebody had been in here before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you watch these hoses. I'm going to go pull on the one in the front. I'm going to go pull on the one in the front. You can watch these hoses and see which one moves. Now you already know what one it is. So hopefully you guys could see that. You could see that it was this hose right here. Try to get you a good view. It's going to be a tough viewing area here. You see that it was this hose right here. So we're going to pull that one off. It's kind of in a tight spot. I think we should be able to just get it off here. And then we're going to go down and we'll do it on the bottom. Don't have to really worry about pressure in this line because it's already leaked off because of the hole in the bottom hose. Hopefully we don't get any flow out of here except for maybe what's in the hose going this way. What we just don't want to do is we don't want to create any suction from the tank down to the bottom. There's nothing coming out of here. So we'll go down and take the bottom off now. Then we're going to go ahead and hook a rope up onto this thing, pull a rope through it. I don't really know which way is going to be the best way to do this right now. I have welded this nipple back on, and I am going to double check that, make sure it's tight. This isn't the one that's leaking, but it does have some fluid sitting around on the fitting here. So just going to make sure it's tight. Yeah, it's tight. So that's not it. I think it's just spray from the other one. I'm going to take this fitting off, and we're going to lose all the fluid that's in the hose. And then we're going to pull it through, and then we'll go get a new one made. So there's not a whole lot of fluid in there. Looks like most of it is leaked off just from the hole. So what I'm going to do now, which way do I want to go? I think I'm going to go up top and tie the rope on up top and then pull it out this way, maybe. No, you know what? We'll do it the other way. Let me see if I got some rags here. Just jump in my truck. Let's see if I can. One of the determining factors for me here is going to be whether this one's kind of got fluid on it. So it'll be kind of hard to tape off the pole to it. I think I'll do it from the other side. So let's put the rope on the other side. We'll go do that now. Like I said, it's going to be a two-part video. Hopefully you guys can see me. I'm just going to go ahead and this rope looks plenty long enough. Just going to stuff this, wrap this around a few times and tie it off. And then I'm going to tape it. I'll tape the crap out of it. I guess I should have done that different, huh? Need to have enough. And we'll just create a bite here. This rope's going to cinch down on this casing. And let's go ahead and just tape the shit out of it with some Gorilla Tape. If I can get it started with these gloves on. And then we'll just yank it through from this side. Leave the rope in there for when we get back. And we'll just, when we get the thing made up, we'll pull it back through with the rope. I probably ought to put this chafe boot on it if they don't do one at the hydraulic place. All right, that's going to be plenty good enough. That's not going to come off. We'll get our rope kind of laid out here. Just going to lay the rope out in a straight line so it doesn't kink or anything when I pull it back through. Looks like this is plenty long enough. Let's go pull it through from the other side. I haven't seen anybody do this. I don't understand why, really. Let's see how hard it is. So, what do we got here? All right, so it's free right there. So I think I want to pull this thing up through here. I'll get you guys maybe a better view. Well, it's not going to pull from there, so I am going to, so it looks like I should have pulled it the other way, but I'm going to, because I got it tied off, I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and feed that inside from the back. It just seems like it binds going this way. So we're just going to get this thing stuffed in here. Nice straight line. It does not like to pull this way. It wants to go the other way. Not really sure why it doesn't want to pull this way. All right, I'm going to pause you guys. We're going to put the rope on the other side. I'll pause you guys really quick. All right, so what we're going to do here is give myself the best chance to keep this rope attached to it. Just going to blow this off with a little bit of brake clean really quick. Try to see if I can get it taped on there really good. This is going to be a little bit more challenging just because it's got fluid all over, hydraulic fluid all over it, trying to keep this rope from pulling off here when I pull it through. So what I'm going to want to do is get as much of it on here as I can. Let's go around here. I don't want more than that. We just really want this thing to cinch down good. And then I'm going to just take my gloves off really quick so I don't get it all over the tape. I'm going to pull this tight. We're going to spin ourselves a loop here. Get ourselves a bite going on. Get a little bite, and then we'll tape it up, and we'll pull it the other way. Looks like, it feels like it's going to go easy the other way. Amazing. Tape's not cooperating. Tape is not cooperating. Gorilla tape sticks good to itself, so should be okay. That shouldn't come off. Let's try to pull it through the other way. All right, let's go out the back and pull it out the other way. Get your back here so you can see me pull it out. Make sure it's going in the right hole here. Oh. It's going to take me a couple of things just to get it around what it's hitting on down there. So much for wearing gloves. I think one thing that's happening is that the anti-chafe boot's kind of grabbing. It's coming. Just got to get it kind of redirected in the front till it's in the hole. I know you guys can't see me right now, but it's no big deal. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just redirecting it so that it's going into the hole. I think the anti-chafe boot's all bunched up inside. Man, this is way harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh, there it goes. Almost got it all the way fed up inside here. Almost there. Oh, got some grease on me. Almost there. Almost got the fitting inside here. Keeps coming little by little, but the thing, I don't see the anti-chafe boot coming up here, so I think that's what's holding it. Almost there. Well, we're learning firsthand how hard this is. Here it comes. Yep. All right. So we get all the way through. That's what anti-chafe boot here was, I think, what was causing the problem. Let's get this tape off here. If I can find my end. I don't think I'm going to cause any harm cutting it. And then we'll go get one made up. Hopefully it feeds back the other way easier than it came this way. But you guys will get to see that on video because I'll video it live. This Gorilla Tape is tough shit. Stuff would definitely not have broken going through. This is my tool belt knife. I didn't have my everyday carry knife on me when I came out to do this. It was in my pants from yesterday. So far, the second hardest thing has been to get this tape off here. Gooey. All right, so we got ourselves a hose. We're going to take this thing down to my local Napa and get one made up. Keep these anti-chafe boots. Hopefully you put these back through. Take you with me here. And we'll kill this. We'll do part 2. Still got our, you can see our rope going up through the hole there. So we'll be able to pull it back through with that. Seems like a fairly simple deal, other than maybe I had to just put some man into pulling on that thing. Let's see here. Yeah. Let me just grab some paper towels, get my hands cleaned off really quick to shut this video off. And I get to go back to town. The good part is that my hydraulic fluid was a little bit overfull. And I thought that my sight gauge was clouded up, and the fluid came down, and right now it's in the very top of the operating range. So that's good. I won't have to add any fluid. Just throw the tools back in here for a minute, just so I can get on the road. Put these rubber gloves under that. My PB blaster and some brake clean. I can get some more brake clean while I'm in town. And that's going to do it for part one. I'm going to go to town, get a hose, and then I'll shoot part two, pulling it back through. If you don't need to see that, which I can say that I probably don't blame you. I mean, you can see the hose, I mean the rope there on the ground, and you know, unhooking it and hooking it back up is no big deal. So as far as, you know, the hard part, it's done. And hopefully telling you that the fittings are the same front and back helps somebody out to identify the fittings, so you don't have to wonder which one's which. And if you tune in for part two, I think that's great, and I appreciate it. But I'm on my way into town, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.